This is lesson 2-6, proving angles congruent. We're going to use some of these theorems algebraically to solve problems, and we'll use some of them in our proofs, so they're pretty important that you understand them and know them. The first one is the vertical angles theorem. Now, we already defined what vertical angles were, like angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles, and angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical angles. Anytime you have two lines that intersect like this, the angles opposite each other or across from each other are vertical angles. And the vertical angles theorem tells us that vertical angles are congruent to each other. So you can see I have them color-coded here. So angle 1 and 3, as we already said, are vertical angles. So angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent to each other. And angle 2 and angle 4 are congruent to each other. So we'll use this a lot algebraically. We'll use it sometimes in our triangle proofs. So vertical angles are congruent to each other. Anytime you have vertical angles, you can say that these angles are congruent, set it up algebraically, or you can say it in a proof as a statement and as a reason. The second theorem that we're going to do today is congruent supplements theorem. And that says if two angles are supplements of the same angle, then they are congruent. If two angles are supplements, remember supplementary angles add up to 180. If two angles are supplements of the same angle, then they are congruent to each other. So if angle 1 and angle 3 are supplementary angles, 1 and 3 are supplementary, and 2 and 3 are supplementary, then angle 1 and angle 2 have to be congruent to each other. Okay, so if two angles are supplements of the same angle, then they are congruent. 1 is supplementary 3, and 2 is supplementary to 3. So these two angles are supplements of the same angle, angle 3, then they are congruent to each other. Now the same thing is going to be true with complementary angles. Complementary angles, remember, add up to 90 degrees. If two angles are complements of the same angle, then they have to be congruent also. If two angles are complements of the same angle, then they are congruent. So our little example here, we have angle 1 and angle 2 are complements. They're complementary, they add up to 90. And 3 and 2 are complementary. So 1 and 3 are both complements with the same angle, angle 2. Then 1 and 3 have to be congruent to each other. And that's our conclusion that we're going to write. So therefore, angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. If you need to pause the video at any time, please do so. Now right angles. We know these are right angles because of the symbol right here. Okay, so that's showing that those two lines are perpendicular, and that's a right angle. Right angles are always going to be congruent to each other. If angle 1 is a right angle, it equals 90 degrees. If angle 2 is a right angle, then it equals 90 degrees. And if they both equal 90 degrees, then they need to be equal to each other. And you can do that in a couple steps in a proof to say that and then use substitution, but it's not necessary. We can just go right ahead and say that they're congruent because all right angles are congruent. So if angle 1 and angle 2 are right angles, then we know that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And the reason in the proof would be all right angles are congruent. So it's pretty simple. And congruent supplementary angles. If two angles are congruent, that means they're equal, and they're supplementary. Now remember what supplementary means, two angles that add up to 180. So if they're congruent, if they're equal, and they add up to 180, then each of them has to be a right angle, because 180 divided by 2 is 90. So if angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and angle 1 and angle 2 are supplements, then the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 2. They're equal, and they would each be equal to 90. Okay, so those are the theorems for today, and we'll try some problems in class.